Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, we're underway. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Drilled in low. That's going to go a long way. Nicely shaped ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Donadoni with the clearance. That'll be a throw-in. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Not the most accurate pass. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kupchu. Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Grealish. He's picked his way through. Germany have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. now they can spring out of defence. Howson cuts out the pass. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. Milan are looking to go forward now. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No goals as yet. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Knocks it into space. Kukçu could try cutting inside here. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, good-looking ball. Haaland is onto this. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Howson picks it up from the goal kick. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. Howson. Quality ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the right. Swings in, climbs up big! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's taking no chances there. Kukçu.
Scholes really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he... Goal! Germany! First blood drawn. So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's been won straight back. Now it's Haaland. He's in space and looking for options. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Kukçu, good strong midfield running here. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Germany go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22. Scholes.
Here we go again.
Numero 21. Numero
Germany
13.
carrying a one-goal lead.
Il numero 11. Il numero 23.
Shot,
Il
surely!
numero 24. Fletcher.
Oh, that is
Attenzione,
really
la
good
sostituzione.
tenacity. Germany get their fourth corner. Kukçu, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
This certainly looks happy. Donadoni! That's a half-decent try.
Donadoni certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Messi. Van Dijk.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And they win it back again. Germany do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Jordan Henderson. Isak. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, no joy this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now he's off and running. And it's Messi.
He's still separated by the game's only goal.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. And a chance! No mistake! AC Milan are all square. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's just beyond his reach. Adams spots it and intercepts. Kukçu. Donadoni. Germany perhaps contemplating their next change here. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Kukçu. Kukçu showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's been slipped through, and he's in on goal. Isak! It's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Chance for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Donadoni clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
That pass isn't the best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Donadoni. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he was quick to react. Played through into space. Always onto this. Calm claims cut.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Messi. Vicious ball here. That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Now it's come to nothing. And they've got rid. Donatoni. That is lovely. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And that is expertly dealt with. Germany are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Mbappe is flagged offside. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Messi. Now he's got space here. Well
Ci
read,
saranno
nice
3 minuti
interception.
di recupero.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Donatoni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that will be it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it.
Kita punya kiper kita, ya ampun. Salah. Tolol. Salah ganti pemain sih aku. Apa yang mau diharap kiper kayak gitu? Dua shoot 2 gol. Kita punya kiper. Dua shoot 2 gol. 2 shoot 2 gol. Sedangkan kita 6 shoot itu 1 gol. Itu pun susah payah. Kiper kita, udahlah, spirit roar, pantek ya spirit roar. Ayam lah nih, jadi ayam lagi lah nih dibuatnya. Dua gol. Tak punya kiper. Jadi kalah. Kalah habis lah. mikir aku, dua gol.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
Is it most people's lists of great number 10s?
I'm going to go along with that too.
Biar battling down that right flank. Tries to play it through. Nicely aimed pass. Really fierce, close defending. Rui Costa looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? There's the shot! That's another chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Donatoni. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a searching pass.
Referee has just said play on.
Now it's Grealish, and it's made its way to him, and he's found a way past. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, this looks sharp. Grealish. Oh, red. Nice interception. Now it's Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got a... He's had a shot! It's in! And just like that, he hits 50. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
This looks promising. He's found a way through. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance for a shot! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's managed to get free. Messi! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Milan take the lead. It's a goal kick. Very nearly half an hour gone here. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Grealish, ploughing through the middle. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Not the most convincing of passes. And the shot! Italy has another go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Odo. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Germany are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And here's Grealish. He has a look up, goes for a shot! He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking for the run. Now it's Donatoni. Rui Costa. Messi receives it in a wide position. And this is Ibrahimovic. Out towards the flank. Very nicely done. He's on it, can he get away? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Vitinha. Donadoni could try cutting inside here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Germany are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Baresi. Biar. Roberto Carlos. And here's Haaland.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Donatoni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Strong running down that left flank. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Oh, such a clever touch. Zanetti charging forward, the ball at his feet. Grealish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Grealish really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Rui Costa gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. In with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Messi gets into a good position. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Always onto this.
Such good technique.
Thinks about the shot. Real chance! Goal, Germany! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rui Costa gets flagged offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution for Germany. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 18. Elijah Diouf. Coming on the
So,
field.
Jim, is that the manager
Number
telling the
15.
forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Azar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gattuso gets over and intercepts. And here's Dembele. Donadoni.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's been cut out, well played. Dembele is sporting a gilt, and the shot! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Oh, he's been caught napping! And here's Palmer. De Bruyne. Tries to dink it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a throw-in. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, terrible mistake! He's having a shot! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Vitinha, the final 5 minutes. The pass is intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Haaland. Gattuso. Over to the left. Great vision. Iniesta picks it up out wide. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that?
Added
Just
minutes has
about
been
everything
indicated.
was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.